as I've got a few days off, I'm taking the opportunity to get out to as many places as I can. And I haven't been here for a while. As you may hear, there's plenty of sheep in the fields around, but they're all quite settled, so I don't think there's any cause for concern. I'm just going to head up this way. I'm just watching one of the deer over there. That's him gone. Just having a scan round, just in case. Now, where I'm standing, about 2 years ago now, I walked into this bit of forest and I got to this approximate position, and this feeling of being watched just washed right down over me. I would explain it, it just started at the top of the head and just went boom, straight down through the body, all the way to the toes. And I stood here and I'm like, right, I know I'm being watched. And I'm looking about me, I'm looking up the trees and the branches, I'm looking around, and there's quite a lot of fallen trees here. So I'm thinking, I know it's here. I know there's a cat here, because when you get that feeling, there's nothing like it. And I look around, and then I hear this sort of brief, throaty, guttural sound. And I thought, that's it. That's a cat. Then I thought, well, where the hell is it? And I looked around for about another 15, 20 seconds, and then the feeling just left me. So once that had gone, I thought, well, the cat's gone off. And I looked at my gear was all back in the van, so I had to go all the way back to the van and then come all the way back in and had a good look around with the thermal. Of course, nothing. It was just cleared off, or more likely, it had a nice little spot to hide, and I just never saw it. I just couldn't detect it. But this area here as well, there's plenty of historical black cat sightings here, and many years ago, probably about 40, we used to come here, a whole bunch of us. So we used to camp here most weekends in spring and summer, and sometimes into the autumn. That lasted for about a year and a half. We just took a thing for doing it, and quite often we'd be sitting at a campfire, and we'd all suddenly think, we're being watched. We knew there was something watching us, but we could never figure out what it was. We'd had torches, we'd shine them into the dark, see nothing, but we thought, something's watching us. And then, of course, it would just go away, and that was it. And then there were the other nights when you would hear the screaming sounds, like a woman screaming. Now, of course, a fox can sound like that, but we also know that a black leopard makes that similar sound too. And as there's historical sightings in the area, of course, back then I didn't put two and two together, and I should have, because I knew about the stories then. But I didn't know about vocalizations, what sounds they might make. So I never thought, well, could possibly be a cat around. But yeah, I'm going to plan on putting more cameras out here sometime soon and see if I pick up anything. I say that every time, that I'm going to put cameras out and see if I pick up anything. And of course, apart from the wildlife, I don't get what I'm really wanting. That's just the way of it. Cats can be really frustrating. So a few weeks after I had my encounter here where I was being watched, I was speaking to a nearby homeowner, and he told me a few weeks after I had my encounter, he had pulled into the drive one night. His son was in the car with him, and in front of them, in the headlights, was this large striped cat. So I asked him, what size do you think it was at the shoulder? And he said, well, at least 19 inches. I said, okay, what did it look like? And he said, well, a big round head on it and dark, brown with dark stripes. And I thought, what the hell could that be? I thought, maybe just a big wildcat. So I said, so what did the tail look like? Oh, the deer are chasing around here in the field. They don't even know I'm here. There they are. Oh, I should be filming this, but is that two bucks fighting? I think it is. There they go. Oh well. Right. So couldn't figure out what it was. And I went back and I showed them like a picture of puma, and they said that the tail was more like that of a puma. So that was a really odd one. But previous to that, about 12 miles away on the other side of the county, a striped cat had been seen running across the road one winter's night. Now, the chap who saw that was driving at quite some speed, so he didn't get too much detail. All he could say was a large striped cat ran across the road in front of him. So that could be the same cat, possibly. Either that or there's more than one of them. That's your two possibilities. Well, those deer have gone now. Oh, I wish I'd got that on film, that would have been good. I'm pretty sure that was two bucks fighting. So, I think that's it now for this video. It's just a bit of a story one. But sometimes it's good to tell a story or two. I will do some more stories in the future, and from the local area. Yep, I think that's it.